Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly love reading. So what's going to happen this week in terms of love? Love call. It's a call from the divine. Wake up call. Getting in touch, expressing love, telling you their feelings, missing you and reaching out. This is also with the phone to do with hearing your voice. They enjoy hearing your voice. They're hearing that love call, engagement, getting engaged, deeper commitment, marriage proposal, the next phase in a relationship. For some of you, this is your connection. It's going into that next phase of commitment. What else is here? Twin flame. In some cases they may be engaged or they may be with someone else, but then they met you, you're their twin flame. It says infinite soul bond, union, unconditional love. That's a union card, 3 cups. Intense soul lessons, triggering, becoming one. Wounded, intense emotional pain, fear, depression, emotionally unavailable, scared, defensive, triggered, healing. So yeah, that's over the 2 of Cups. And there was a 3 of Cups, the wounding, heartbreak card. There's a lot of wounds that this connection is healing. They may be fearful of getting wounded and getting hurt about some sort of decision, or they may have fears about fully opening their heart and getting hurt. But they're coming into courage, strength, leap of faith, doing what's right, bravery, confidence, going for it, protector, stability and dependable. I'm hearing basically they feel like with you meet their true needs, and they feel they can meet your true needs as well, and it just feels so right. It feels like a puzzle piece connecting into place. It just feels so uplifting and warm, and it just feels right being in your energy. Like it just feels right. Cat and mouse. What's this cat and mouse about? Seeking reassurance. Divine timing. Okay, so I'm seeing this cat and mouse is like their mind all over the place. Obviously for some of you this could be runner chaser dynamic, but for many of you I feel this cat and mouse is like their mind wanting to chase after this reassurance, but because there's divine timing, this is a time of like pause, or this is a time of just going inwards. And so things may not appear to be happening on the surface level, but the mind always wants some sort of certainty. The mind always wants to know what the future holds, and there's an unknown future here. Like it feels unknown to the mind, like they don't know what's going to happen in the 3D, and that can feel a very uncomfortable place to be in. But at the same time, there's such a powerful, infinite, like, path, bond. You're already going in this direction. And there's no stopping that. There can be resistance to that, but that just creates a load of difficulties. And I feel like this person isn't really resisting that, so that's a really good thing. They're going with the flow of it, but the cat and mouse is like, the cat trying to chase the mouse is the mind trying to chase some sort of conclusion, but the answers aren't going to come through the logical mind, and they're seeking a lot of reassurance. You know, I feel like they want to know what the future's going to be. I feel like they want to know in truth, like, if you're going to remain in this connection and what's going to happen with that. But there's divine timing here. Soul contract, not just yet. Spirit knows best. Surrender, live in the present moment, feeling impatient. So yeah, there's a strong theme here about going with the flow of this, living in the present moment, following what makes you feel alive, following what is the strongest kind of force, the strongest energy in your life. Like, what is the strongest joy? What feels like the strongest truth? What makes you feel uplifted the most? What feels the most powerful and positive and liberated and most in alignment with your true desires? That is the path that you and this person are going down. That's the energy of desire manifesting, moving you forward like the chariot. The balanced energies moving you forward. That is the path that you are on. No matter how that may be unfolding in the 3D, or even if it isn't unfolding right now in the 3D, that's where your energies are going, that's where your truth is going. And I'm just seeing an image of someone like on a road trip. They're going down this road and it's like a vacation. It feels freeing, and they got the windows down and the breeze blowing through their hair, and they're feeling like alive. And they're on this long road where there's just all this natural, like, nature around them and open skies, and it's just like liberating for their soul and so joyous. That's the path that they're going down. And the road trip is like with friends, right? It's like with people you're so connected with. I'm also hearing that you shared many past lives with this person, and in those past lives there was so much laughter, so much joy, like friendship and laughter. You know, when you're just creasing out with laughter like rolling on the floor in laughter kind of thing. That is such like a high vibration. That is such a powerful vibration of love and joy. And I'm hearing that you had many of those times in the past, and that is why in this lifetime, when you're around each other, you just feel that comfortable energy that's so warm and uplifting and bright. That's like the soul memories of all that joy that you shared. And when you're like laughing your heads off, that is when you feel most like accepted and at peace. You're what's the word, you're not self-conscious at all if you're comfortable enough to laugh your head off, and even laughing at yourselves, like sort of making fools out yourselves and laughing about it. Not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, a call or a person, boundaries and still angry. Okay, so some people, they may be bottling up their emotions, because this is going right over the love call, and there's a phone on this one as well. In some cases they're feeling this love, but they're not expressing it, or they can't express it in some cases just yet. Yeah, look, kisses, blowing a kiss, so that implies there's a distance between you. But you have unconditional love, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Okay, so this not dealing energy could be if there's some sort of karmic or something this person needs to deal with. It's not today. They're not dealing with that today. It might be that there's divine timing with that as well. Because that does say giving and receiving affection. So for some of you, you are showing each other your feelings somehow. We have date, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan, set a date. There was that engagement card. Maybe someone's planned or set a date to get married to someone else. But then they met you, meeting someone new, getting back out there. The dragonfly, be light-hearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. So they want to be light-hearted. They feel like you help them be light-hearted because of that past life energy as well. It just feels like there's a weight lifted off their heart when they're around you, coming out of these wounds, things coming to light, finding out. I feel that's to do with the awakening, basically. Or maybe someone, it took a while for them to realize your connection, and then they found out, it came to light. And it came to light because the person who didn't realize the connection was just focusing on other things, their own stresses, and they couldn't see clearly because they were in a fearful state. So that fear clouds our judgment. The fear blocks intuition. And so this person, in some cases, they subconsciously felt your connection, they subconsciously felt your energy, and it was that warmth, it was uplifting, it made them feel really good. But then they didn't fully realize your connection until it was somehow taken away from them, and then they felt barren. They felt like there was no warmth. It felt cold without you. It felt disappointing to them. And then they started to realize, as the time went on, it became more and more disappointing, to the point maybe even they felt slightly devastated that your energy, that you weren't around anymore. And that is really what sparked this realization of their feelings, that seems crazy to them, because it seemed crazy to them that they hadn't fully consciously realized your connection, because subconsciously, deep down, they'd always felt that energy. But it seems crazy that they didn't consciously realize that until it was taken away. And then that person wanted to, or wants to, put that right. Girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So I feel like someone wants to be more independent. They want to have time with friends. You know, like I was saying, you had this intense like connection in a past life where you're like best friends, and probably a lot more than that in different lifetimes. And a part of this person wants to move on from whatever it is that makes them feel stifled. And happily single, living in the moment, having fun. There's been a heavy weight on them, and a part of them just wants to sort of get away from that and start afresh. Engagement ring. that's come out twice. Someone may be engaged to someone else, plan, set a date. Some of you, this is your connection moving to the next phase of commitment. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck we have lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. That's a Tower moment. Something falling away. Underneath that, karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you, separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. And look, I like you, someone likes you, romance blooming, fun flirting, want to date. So someone could have been in a commitment, then lightning struck, because your twin flames or soulmates created a Tower moment for them, because their feelings growing for you. Sacral chakra. I am a mentor, not a rescuer. I avoid continually sacrificing my own happiness for others by rescuing and enabling them, as doing this may hinder personal growth for both of us. I choose not to be a martyr. I am a mentor, not a rescuer. I do not assume that everyone wants my opinions and solutions to their life challenges, and if I am in doubt, I will ask them. I take responsibility for my own happiness. Solar plexus, personal power. I choose to be myself and to express my truth. I have a positive influence on the people and situations around me. I allow my integrity and confidence to shine, which instills more confidence and belief in myself, and then encourages others to have natural confidence in me. I do not allow my personal power to become egotistical, manipulative, or exploitative. Base chakra, instinct. I trust that my instincts are correct, and I let my natural intuitive feelings guide me forwards. I will know what I need to do and how to respond with wisdom to situations that come my way. I have an innate desire to be of service in life. As I tap into this feeling, I will know what service I am called to do. I believe in myself. The void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So someone may be going through the dark night of the soul. Embrace the winter. That means the things that are falling away. The great cosmic womb. In the darkness, new life is being born. In the darkness, a new direction is coming about. A rebirth is happening. This is the darkness where you plant those seeds so that they can grow. So the void, it's like right now there's uncertainty. You feel like you're in the dark. You don't know what's happening. You don't know what's unfolding, but you feel that so much growth is happening. The mind tries to fill up that void with conclusions, but only time will tell. Star family. You're part of a team of souls, calling support. So yeah, your soul family. It says call in support. So this is ask the divine for that peace and for that clarity. baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. So yeah, there's this tendency again for the mind to try and make sense of things and then take action. But this is saying just keep going with those baby steps, following what feels right in the moment. Be in that void. Intense spiritual growth is occurring, and it's not always going to make sense like straight away what's happening. The mystic, someone is highly developing their intuition, their third eye, listening to spirit, and it's saying ask for support, and then they will send you so much light that things will just feel right, and you'll know what those baby steps forward are. So I'm going to finish off this reading with a Rumi oracle card. This is an intense, powerful message from spirit. What do you really need to know about this connection at this time? We have number 18, a new gown. Weary and consumed by longing, I was caressed by my beloved last night. My wounded soul was set free when I tasted the sweetness of love. My spirit was lifted at once. I surrendered my life while overflowing with joy, and my vision was filled with light. Love said, "Don't feel so hopeless, my weary and gloomy one, for my generosity is beyond forgetting those devoted to me. See how boundless divine justice can be. Behold my immeasurable kindness." Love embraced my spirit, and all my doubts vanished at once. A new and glorious robe of honour was placed on my shoulders. Love offered me the power of new vision and the transforming touch of divine generosity, and placed the chalice of eternal wine in my hand. I have the perfect gift for you. It is a gown of new colours, of colours perfectly suited to you and no other. The colours of this gown will make your eyes sparkle and gleam as though they were more beautiful than the most precious of gems. The colours of this new gown will make your skin seem luminous, as if lit from within. For of course it is, beautiful angel. Your complexion is radiant with the light of life. Your hair will shine with lustre, and your entire being will be complemented by this gown as it enhances your beauty in all ways. So hold on no longer to that shabby, tattered cloak so unworthy of you. Cast it off. Let me grace your shoulders now with this royal robe instead, that you may shine beautifully as befits a royal child of divine parentage. Ah, beloved, if you could only see the incredible gift, the symbolic robe being offered to you now, your fears would quake and tremble, disappearing more quickly than you could imagine. Your heart would take wings and become so light your entire being would lift clean off the ground and soar like an angel bird amongst the playground of the divine mother's skies. Yet like a young one, so much younger than your years and wisdom warrant, you may hold on to your tattered robes as though they were a security blanket. Though you know it is time to let it go, you may take pause and have a moment of doubt. You may wonder if the new robes will descend swiftly enough, or that without what you have known to cling on to, you will be left stark naked, exposed and vulnerable. These thoughts are not worthy of your status, but perhaps you are yet to realize you are of the most sublime royal lineage, that you are worthy of a cloak of galaxies, a crown of stars, a body of sacred earth, and a voice of stirring music. You may be craning your neck to see who it is that can bestow permission upon you to receive a gift of such dignity. In whom is such authority vested that you may no longer be as the beggar asking for scraps and contenting yourself with stale crumbs. You may simply decide to shed that, stand up, to walk with your head held erect and with regal grace, and assume your place at the table of divine feasting. Remember that your royal birth certificate is stamped in your heart. There is no authority required, no permission to be granted. You are what you are already and always have been thus. All that is required from you is to realize it. This oracle comes to you with sacred portent. You are fast approaching a moment of a great leap, an evolutionary shift of your spiritual path. Your sense of yourself and your divine identity is about to be revealed and realized in a way more potent than ever before. This is wonderful. It is a divine happening. You must allow it. Do not confuse humility with humiliation. Do not humble yourself excessively. You do not have to battle with false pride either. Simply honor yourself as a living being, worthy of life, worthy of this royal path of divine realization. What a gift it is to cast aside belief in inferiority or superiority, unhelpful as those notions are for you now. What a gift instead to embrace your own path, irrespective of what any other may think, whether they hold it in glory or derision. Who cares? Not you, nor I. Your royal heritage has been revealed, and in seeing the divinity within yourself, you become blessed to see it in all beings returning to the realization of royalty within. Crazed searching outside of the heart will come to an end. A simple golden path will be found, as though a river of molten gold flows from your heart back to the oceanic heart of the great beloved, where, united again, you finally ascend your throne and claim your divinity once and for always. This oracle comes with sacred guidance for you. You are stepping into empowerment in a new way, and it is to be honored. Do not allow yourself to be dragged into dramas or power games. You are worth so much more than that. You are tapping into your inner dignity, and others may not know how to respond. Some will respond with love and acknowledgement, others with fear and judgment, calling you too big for your boots or high and mighty. Those are voices of fear, not truth. Be in your dignity and power and keep going. It is the divine that urges you thus, not the ego. Do not doubt the changes happening within you now. Embrace them. And thank you so much. Take care. Bye.